Bukhari or
It's
Muslim,
all
I guess.
over. It's all over.
Yeah, I read it.
But as you see, if Allah is the one, He is the author of the Quran, and Allah is God, Allah will not cause you to forget His word. Because isn't it the Quran says nobody can exchange the words of Allah? Isn't it the Quran said, سنقرؤك فلا تنسى, we will make you read or recite, but you will not forget the Quran?
Yes,
So
it does say that.
how Allah He said that to Muhammad in one verse, we will make you recite and you will not forget. Another verse says, well, we will make you forget.
I see. This is contradictions, like foolish contradiction.
Well, all the Quran is a foolish contradiction, my friend.
I have a question why some Muslims can't see this. Why you have to spend all your life to defend a lie? I have to credit this guy for being honest. He is looking for the truth.
Well, the thing is, I saw these contradictions, like not everything that you're showing, but I know some contradictions. But when I ask to the scholars, they always have some explanation ready for me, and
My
like they
friend,
always get me
my friend,
explanation
there is
out.
a plumber. There's a plumber. He come to your house. He put a duct tape over the pipe, and the leak stop for now. But somebody like me, he will pick up a needle and he will make it leak again. So your scholars are false scholars because this is not an answer. How you explain that? I mean, like I explain it. It says you will not forget. You will not forget. And then Allah, He calls you to forget. But isn't it Muhammad said that the shaitan is the one who caused him to forget the Quran?
Yes, it's a hadith.
Okay, so how Allah is the one who caused him to forget the Quran, yet Muhammad accusing shaitan to forget the Quran?
Apparently Allah is Shaitan who knows, Allah knows best. So the works of Satan describe Allah. And the works of Allah describe Satan. So when we put the pieces together, we have one God that is Allah wonderful.
Hmm.
Did Muhammad
It's
forget
like
Quran?
indirectly calling Allah the shaitan. It's like indirectly saying Allah is shaitan.
Well, actually, the Quran says Allah is shaitan. Don't you know that?
No.
Read this hadith with me, where Muhammad, we will go to what you just said. It says here, the Messenger of Allah recited, and Yahya, etc., said, blah, 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 blah. I prayed along with the Messenger of Allah and witnessed that he recited the Quran during the prayer, and he omitted something, i.e., some verses, which he did not recite. A man said to him, Messenger of Allah, you omitted such and such verses. Allah Messenger said,
Is it in Surah Abu Dawud?
this is exists in many books actually. Right now, yeah, Ibn Dawood. It says here,
Yeah, I know this. I know.
yeah,
I read it.
yeah. So you omitted such a such verse. Messenger of Allah, he said to him, why didn't you remind me? If Muhammad himself, he forget the Quran, and the Quran says, we will give you Quran and you will never forget the Quran. Can't Allah, if he is God, keep his promises?
And I also asked this to a scholar, and he told me that it was before the ayat was revealed.
Oh, hold on. So Allah, he said to him, you will read and you will not forget. After Muhammad, he forgot?
That's what I heard from a scholar. I mean, like I learned from some scholars. So
Okay,
you can say for my
okay, how he knew that this is after? Same time. Hold on. If I say, I will give you Quran and you will never forget, and then I forgot Quran, and I always forget Quran, and I never stop forgetting the Quran. In fact, we have tons of proofs that Muhammad cannot even remember what he said. As an example, you heard that Muhammad said that Allah sent him the book in 7 letters.
Yes.
All right. What does that mean? He sent him 7 Quran, correct?
Yeah, the same thing in in the 7 way.
Okay,
Same thing.
read with me this one. It says, Ibn Mas'ud reported that Allah Messenger saying that the Quran has sent down in 7 letters, he translated as moods. Every verse in it has an external and internal meaning, and every introduction has a source of reference. Correct?
Is it a Sahih Hadith?
Well, yeah, it says Sahih. I mean, it doesn't say anything here, but we can show you different reference. You know.
So let me read the verse. I mean, read the Hadith.
Hmm.
Quran was set down in 7 moods, and every verse in it has an external and internal meaning, and every introduction has a source of reference. Well, does that Ibn Masud means that every moods, or it does only to the same
Every
verses?
single verse. Every verse.
But it says in it. It does not refer to the 7. I mean, like
Every, my friend, every single verse. Every single verse in it. Every single verse. Every verse. He didn't say some verses. Every verse in it, there is outside meaning and inside meaning. So how this is a clear book sent to us, because now there's a big sect in Islam, or a group, they call themselves al-Batiniyin. Batiniyin, no, Batiniyin, which mean they take the inner of the Quran meaning, not the outside meaning. Because this is what it says. There's
the Ashariya or Ashariya sect.
There's many. I mean, even the Muslim Sunni, even the one they say we don't accept this, they practice that. You know, like you just said to me that when he say us, he mean we as a majestic, correct?
Yes.
Well, this is inner meaning.
That's what I have known too.
This is inner meaning. The outside is us.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard this from the creed. If you heard about the Ashari and the Maturidi creed, have you heard of it?
I don't want to go, like, I don't want to do what David Wood he did with Uthman. They start talking about Islamic schools. I focus on Islam, not on Muslims. So focus with me in what Muhammad said.
No, it is with the context of what you're showing with.
I know, but I don't want to go there. I focus in what we have from Muhammad, not what some they understand or I understand. What Muhammad said in front of us, and that's it. So if the Quran is from Allah, and Allah said, I make it clear, and I said, he said, he promised he will not make it demolished, he will not make it forgotten, and then everything he said, it came to be the opposite.
Okay, I get your point.
Now you said to me, we mentioned about Allah. You said that you are saying that Allah is shaitan, correct?
No, if you go according to what we agreed on, or the explicit meaning, then indirectly it means that according to Muhammad. Okay, that indirectly it will mean that Allah is shaitan. Indirectly.
No, actually it is directly saying that. Let me show you. It's not indirectly. Let us see here. Chapter 4, verse number 143. Who is the deceiver? Shaitan, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
but if shaitan he deceive you.
You mentioned it in the deception of Allah. I read that.
Exactly.
I read.
But I will give you more. If shaitan deceive you, Allah can guide you, correct?
If shaitan deceives me, Allah can guide me. Yeah, Allah can guide me.
Okay. If Allah deceive you, can shaitan guide you?
No.
But Allah is, here we go. So who's shaitan? It says here, and the one who Allah make him go astray never you will find for him a way, which means to guide. So Muhammad is saying, Allah is saying to Muhammad, if you think you can guide them, you are mistaken. The one who I misguide, nobody can guide. And the Arabic in front of you, it says, وَمَنْ يُضْلِلُ اللَّهِ فَلَنْ تَجِدَ لَهُ سَبِيلًا. And the one who Allah deceive, you cannot guide. The Muslims, they try to make it look nice, or they say, whoever Allah leave him as straying, never would thou find for him the way. So shaitan is a nicer from Allah. Shaitan, he must guide me. I can be guided. Somebody meet me, speak to me, correct me, convince me. Okay, correct?
Yes.
But if Allah must guide you and deceive you, nobody can guide you. He is the highest shaitan. You said to me indirectly, in fact, this is directly. He is saying he is the best shaitan.
But it can also mean that it depends on his wish, right?
No problem, but his wish is what? Is the wish of God to make you a disbeliever?
If I would be honest with you, then if you look into some verse, it does mean that.
Okay, so Allah he decide to make you a disbeliever. So why he want to punish you for being a disbeliever?
Well, if you ask this to a scholar, then he would say that Allahu Alam.
Yeah, Allah knows best. That because they are stupid. That's why I told you there's the scars aren't scars. Like let's think about it this way. I'm driving in the highway, and there is Allah. He put a sign in the highway says the way to Mecca. I took the way. I want to go to Mecca. Then I keep driving. Here we go. I found myself in Alaska. So is it my fault or the fault or the one who changed the sign?
The one who changed the sign, but it also goes into the philosophy, right?
Hold on, but that's mean I am a victim and Allah is the devil. Okay, let us go to the shaitan. Is shaitan himself is a bad person or a good person in Islam?
The cursed one. He's the cursed. He's cursed.
He's cast by whom?
God, because of his arrogance.
Did he worship Allah? Is he worshiping Allah or not? Is he a Muslim or not?
That's a hard question. Someone specialist in have deep knowledge in creed can answer this. But if you ask me that before he was cursed, he was Muslim.
Before.
But as far as I know, the scholars, that now he's kafir and he's declared as kafir.
That's false. Read the Quran with me just to show you your scars are potatoes as usual. Chapter 7, verse number 16. This is the Muslim translation. Muslim translation always is a fabrication far away from what it says in Arabic, but you can read in Arabic yourself, as long as you know.
I will feel comfortable if you show me the English. I mean, I'm not that deep.
Iblis said, because you have sent me astray. In Arabic it says, Bima awaytani. The same word riwaya mean to make me tempted, be a criminal, like there's other word in the Quran, the same word. Al-Ghaween. Al-Ghaween. Let me show you how Muslim they lie in translation. Al-Ghaween is mentioned in the Quran that Shaitan, he says, I am not going to make he said to them, Allah, he said to Shaitan, you have no authority over my followers except those who they are al-ghaween. Chapter 15, verse number 42. What al-ghaween mean? And the same word appear in chapter 26, verse number 91, chapter 26, verse number 94, chapter 7, verse 175.
Is also mentioned the same thing you're saying.
But al-ghaween is who? What ghaween mean? Criminals, bad, etc. Very, very bad thing. So who is the one who made Allah, who made Shaitan, one of the al-ghaween? Allah. Read with me the word ghaween. Read with me, chapter 15. Look at the screen. It says here,